Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah. So Thomas Tuchel has finally realised what Antonio Conte, Maurizio Sarri, Jose Mourinho have already picked up on. Our players are physically and mentally weak. No mentality, too easy to play against, too easy to brush past. When the chips are down, they don't get going at all. But my question is, why has he taken till 2 days before the transfer window market ends to work this out? He's had this team for 18 months now. He should have known what the issue is. The fans know what it is. You know, you go onto any platform and any fan, I don't care what their agendas are or whatever, they always say we need someone with a bit of physicality in the middle of the park. Okay, you may have some Jorginho disciples who feel that he's not the issue. It's not only Jorginho. I'm not just pinpointing Jorginho. I think, you know, when we look at the physical makeup of our midfield, there's nobody in that engine room who you say has got those physical attributes. The closest one to that is probably Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but he's not a number 6. I don't put him down as number 6. And the thing with Ruben Loftus-Cheek, although he's got the physical makeup, you know, big strapping 6'4", powerful type player, he has had a lot of injuries. His body is not durable enough for long games. Because again, what happened yesterday? He picks up another injury. You know, this guy cannot play 3 or 4 matches in a row. He just cannot do it. His body doesn't allow him to do it. From when he was a kid, you know, anyone who remembers Darren Anderton would know what I'm talking about. This guy's a sick note, yeah. So he can't be relied upon for a whole season. You know, we've got 2 other players in Kante and Kovacic. Again, because Kante, the way that he's played is caught up on him now. His style of play is caught up on him. He isn't. So with him, he's not. He's picking up all these injuries now, and he's another player that you cannot rely on. Yeah, and Kovacic is another one. Kovacic is another guy who's picking up injuries here, there, and everywhere. Jorginho has never had the physical attributes. He's slow. You know, I can't blame him for that. If you're slow, you're slow. You know, you're not going to be able to get speed. You know, because you know, you've either naturally got speed or you haven't. You know, because not everyone would be Usain Bolt if that's the case. Yeah. So that being said, you looked at every one of our 6s, you've seen there's some flaws. So what you do, you go and address that in the transfer market. You know, we have not been looking at a physical number 6, and that's what frustrates me. We had a chance of getting Tchouaméni, as we all know, but apparently, if this is true, I don't know how true it is, but Thomas Tuchel felt he wasn't ready. Come on now, guys. Why he's not ready? Southampton yesterday had Levier, the guy they bought from Manchester City, an 18-year-old who this is his first time playing senior football. And did you see the way that he dominated our midfielders yesterday? He absolutely bullied them. And that's not the first time we've been bullied in the centre of the park. You know, Leeds United bullied us. We're being bullied by everybody at the moment. Why? Because we're not physical enough. And when the going gets tough, we go hiding. You know, we're not up for the fight. You know, Kova, you know, is one I think who's up for the fight as well. But you know, if he's up against a big, powerful guy, he's going to bounce him out of the way. Similar to Kante, he's going to get bounced off the park because you look at all the other teams now. What is it that they've got? They've got the physicality in the middle of the park. There's no coincidence that Liverpool had a bad start this season when Fabinho was out. As soon as Fabinho's come in, look at the result against Bournemouth. It's picked up. Manchester City have Rodri in there. You know, even Tottenham now. Tottenham, you know, they got Højbjerg in there, but then they also went out and bought what's the guy's name from Brighton? Bissouma. Why didn't we look at Bissouma? That's somebody we should have been looking at. But we allowed Tottenham to get Bissouma. You know, had we had Bissouma in there, then he would have made a difference to it in our side. I think there's Casiedo, I think his name is, at Brighton, who we actually looked at. He's another one we looked at, but no, we said no, we didn't want him. But yet now, if we could have got him before Brighton did, because I saw a report about him, and we could have got him for 15 million or so. But Brighton are going to be demanding 50 million for the guy now, and that's the thing. There's no foresight, you know, in the players that we're buying. Okay, we bought Casiedo, throw him in. You know, we got him from Inter Milan. He can play. He's a physical guy. Why don't we throw him in rather than playing these guys who are not got the physical attributes? You know, he's the same age as the guy who started yesterday. Sometimes we need to take a punt with our younger players. You know, okay, saying we're building for the future. If we got a need here and now, then you plug that need. You don't wait for him and try and develop him, send him out on 15 loans and then bring him back afterwards. So I just don't understand it. You know, 2 days before the window ends now, I don't think we're going to address it. There's nobody who's been looking at us. I know, and don't say De Jong. That's what everyone's saying. De Jong. De Jong isn't that physical midfielder. He's in the same mould as your Kovacic is for me, box to box. He's not an engine room midfielder for me. I've always heard you win your battles, you win your midfield battles. For that's the main thing. You win your midfield battles. Once you win your midfield battles, then you can win the match. Yeah, I've seen that firsthand when playing as a centre back for my Sunday team. You know, I had a strong midfield in front of me. It made my life easier. When those two players were missing and two other midfielders came in who wasn't up for it, who weren't physically strong enough, as a defender, it's a nightmare. So midfield is the most important role to win. That's the spine. We haven't addressed the spine. We haven't had a good spine since Matic left. I think Matic was the last player who had those physical attributes. I remember the days. Why were we so dominant under Jose Mourinho? The reason is because we had the likes of Ballack, Mikel, Lampard, and Essien in that midfield. Everyone hated playing against our midfield. I remember, before I go, one last thing. Thomas Tuchel said when he first came, I want to make this team a team that everyone hates to play against. But for now, it's the exact opposite. Teams are looking at Chelsea's fixture and they're licking their lips because they know that they can bully our midfield. They know that we've got a soft underbelly. They know that if we're mentally and physically weak. I need that addressed. Obviously, it may not be in this window, but it's going to be in the January window. It may be too late for us to finish in the top 4, but we need to be looking at the future. So please don't make the same mistake in the next window and address this situation. Tell me what you guys think. Stick it in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. Take care.